So new motor, new turbo. Other than that, it's pretty much the same. Gonna give it first startup. See how that goes. Check everything real quick after. So. I got something weird going on. I might have the boost gauge and the oil pressure switched around. So I'm gonna switch that around real quick and see what's up with that. So I got a little situation going on here with that pile. So I went to start it, was warming it up and stuff. As soon as it came up to temp, I heard a snap. Yeah, so this is what holds normally this here, which is where the filter goes, like that. This is actually part of the block. So that snapped off. Whether it was like that already and it was just about to snap or not. Then obviously the sandwich plate goes on that. But after I started, heard that pop and shut it off right away. Obviously oil everywhere. So I'll try to do a cheap fix for now. I really don't want to pull the motor. Super ghetto, but if it works, it'll get me by, and hopefully it won't happen again till I pull this motor out for good. But plan is, since the block is threaded past this like half inch, about an inch, plan is this is from an oil cooler from an S2000 block. So I'm gonna cut this, and basically extend it that half inch, or that quarter inch or half inch that we lost here, and then I'll be able to bolt everything back up and hopefully it stays together. But we'll see. If it doesn't, I mean, I'm not losing anything but time, which I'm already losing a bunch of time that I put into this motor, that if this doesn't work, it's junk anyways. So kind of hoping it works, at least just, say it worked. But I guess we'll see. So like I said, I'm gonna cut this, cut that, and then put them together, which will make basically a longer one of these. It should work, but should is the key word, so I guess we'll see. Alright, so this is my contraption. Obviously this is the old one. I'm gonna try to weld this to that, just see where my settings are on my welder. But this is what I got. Basically what goes into the block, which is longer than the original one, and what goes into the sandwich plate or filter. So I'm gonna try to tack it all around. I mean, if it leaks in between a little bit, it won't hurt it, as long as it holds. So we'll see. Like I said, I'm gonna set my welder up and I'm gonna weld this up. Should work. The bolt barely fits in there, so it should keep it straight, so it's not, like has a degree in here bent, whatever, but we'll see, I guess. So here's what I got. This is the stock one. This is the one I made. Obviously I got that extra over a little bit 1/4 inch to make up what broke off. So in theory it should work. Other than that, I'm not sure exactly how it's gonna work, but worth a shot. So they let it cool down, clean it up, and then give it a try. I mean, can't lose much, right? So got this done. Took a lot of shaving and stuff, but I think it's ready to go back together. So already cleaned everything up. Throw some thread locker there. I should do it on the front because that's what's gonna hold. And we'll throw it all in. Hope for the best. So Mexican ingenuity goes a long way when you want things to work and you have a welder, or at least you think you can fix stuff and you have a welder. Put that thing together, put it in. Seems like it's tight enough. Is it gonna hold is a question. So I'm gonna fire it up and see what happens. Hopefully we don't lose oil pressure, we don't lose oil. There is a small leak from the head on that back corner between the tranny. I'm guessing it's where you plug that hole for LSV. I didn't have the head planed, so that might be where the leak is coming from. But if it's oil, we're not losing compression, it's okay. I'll just put a rag there. You can change it every once in a while just so it doesn't soak up down on the ground. And I'll just keep watching on the oil, but fire it up and hope for no leaks, hope for no more messes. But if anything, motor block at least was paperweight at that point anyway. So if this fixed it, great. If not, no big deal. I only lost a couple hours really working on it, so it is what it is, you know. Like I said, you can't really see what all I did, but obviously I've showed you guys what I was planning on doing. I think I got everything hooked back up. So now I'm gonna fire her up, check oil pressure, make sure we got some. Well, I guess after I hook the battery up, so I'll do that real quick. We'll keep an eye on oil pressure. And we got oil pressure. And it's steady, so I think so far so good. And we're not leaking. No leaks. That other leak that I have is coming from somewhere under there. But I'm not too worried about it. Hell yeah! Woo! That's awesome. Woo! Yo, I'm not an engineer just because I didn't want to, but bam! Get yourself a welder, boys. Got steady oil pressure. Boost sensor's unplugged, but obviously it's hella rich. Now let's hope that holds. Hell yeah. So I got this thing up to temp. We are at 190, fans working and everything, so that's good. I was at 204 earlier. That was because my fan relay wasn't working. Put a different relay, got it back to work. So like I said, it's staying pretty steady at 190, so that's good. Idle, probably raise it up a little bit. I really want it to be somewhere around 1,000 to idle. Should be at 1,000 right there. Went up just a little bit. What else? Let's see. I did mess with my tables a little bit, and I got idling at 14.5 to 15, which is not bad for idle. That'll make it run nice, and compared to how it was running all rich, and I got it all through 1500, about 14.5 to 14, and it kind of fluctuates. 2K. It's a little rich in between. Yeah, that's messing with me. Gotta check, make sure my battery charging, because it seems like it's changing around as it goes. So we'll see. But so far, my fix is working. Hopefully stays that way. Maybe dyno this weekend if I get to drive around a little bit. Just gotta get comfortable, making sure that's gonna stay together for now at least.